Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
My grandfather left Germany in World War II. He came to a free country for a better life, and we gotta hide and tint out our windows to run a business. What the hell has gone on? How far back have we gone? Enough is enough.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto, and I'm back at J&W Foods. I am with the co-owner, Bill Fair, and you might remember Bill from our video recently. Seldom do we see such compassion and such honesty and such emotion regarding the lockdown, but Bill had so much to say. Let's just throw to a clip of Bill in action.
We need to put a stop to this. I had a 45-year-old customer. You want to know why I'm the way I am? So John Tory and Doug Ford and everybody's watching. You want to know why I'm the way I am? I had a 45-year-old customer come in here. Sorry, his wife came in here. He hung himself up at his cottage. You want to know why the way I am? When that happens, and you see your customer fall on the ground, and you see your customer cry, and you see her children have no father because he couldn't take it anymore, and you want to know why I'm the way I am, because this doesn't mean shit to me. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. This doesn't mean nothing to me. This business is just a materialistic thing that I can't take to heaven. But what I can take is what I do right now for our children and our future. And that kid that has to grow up without their father because he lost his two businesses because of these shutdowns, and thinking that he had no future and he thought the best way out was to hang himself at his cottage. Those are the things we're not hearing on the news. Those are the things that we don't see on the news that should be seen.
So there you have it. Bill wears his heart on his sleeve, and we thought we would come by just to do an update to see basically what's happened in the 2 weeks since we last posted that video. And Bill, thank you so much for your time and joining us today. You said off camera that the video we had on Rebel, and it got tons of views, it really made a tangible difference for your business, did it not?
Oh yeah, it was it's unbelievable, the outpour of support that's coming in from Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, all over Europe, and even the US and Brazil. I'm getting calls from everywhere, and it's been I've never experienced, out of 25 years, I've never experienced a community that has been created by this pandemic, or whatever they want to call this. This is unbelievable. It is a destruction of our people and our way of life. But the community, I don't think they're prepared for the amount of people that are out there that are supporting this global community that has been created by this pandemic.
Well, Bill, I read through so many of the comments, and I've never seen so many comments directed at one individual, you, where they were saying, please, please, please convince this man to run for office. This is the kind of strong guy, honest guy that we need in politics. But there's been some adverse reaction too. You're saying since that video aired, bylaw has showed up, I think, 4 times. But folks, just to clarify everything, Bill isn't breaking any bylaws. He has a food store, so he's allowed to remain open. He respects people who don't wear a mask, as the bylaw states. So, Bill, I asked you this question the first time we met. What are bylaw looking for when you are obeying the bylaw?
I have no idea. I honestly don't. I don't even think they have an idea. The one guy said he was from the Liquor Control Board, and he was asked to do this.
Wait a minute, are you licensed here?
I'm a licensed processor.
Okay. No, for liquor though.
I wish, because I could sure use a drink right now.
So what's he doing here?
They pulled everybody from anywhere to try to enforce these, what do you call it, Tyrant acts, or whatever you want to call this thing. I don't even know how to explain this in English anymore.
Oh, it's the Reopening Act of Ontario, which means we're closing everybody down.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
What they've done is disgusting. And I've never in my life, like I told you the last time we talked, in 25 years, never had a bylaw, never had anyone come in here and try to tell me how to run this. health department comes in here, and then they leave because it's so flipping clean. My God, we were like the cleanest place on the planet. But that's the way, as under a provincial law, under the provincial license that I carry, I have an inspector here every day from the provincial government. So I don't know what they're trying to enforce or trying to intimidate. I don't know. It's disgusting.
Is this about pettiness, Bill? You're outspoken. We know Premier Ford doesn't like that. We know John Tory doesn't like that, and he made a hell of an example out of Adam Skelly for having the temerity to open his restaurant and the mounted unit came by. So are they looking for some little tiny thing out of compliance to throw the book at you and shut you down? Is that what the unspoken strategy is here?
The only thing I can suggest, because of what's happening to our politicians that stick their head out and they put their life being in a leadership role on the line, and what happens? They get ousted. Look what happened to Pierre yesterday, right? For the PC party. The guy is the most outspoken patriot I've ever seen in my life. And what did they do? They slaughtered him yesterday, and they threw him out of caucus. And he was keeping everybody accountable. And God forbid, look what happened to him. Imagine me, a little guy. But you know, I'm going to tell you something, Dave. Since you and I had that original broadcast, your news network, and I call it a news network because I'm going to go into this, but your news network is the only thing I trust right now. And I'm going to tell you, when we talked about that young lady who came in here with her children and her husband committed suicide, do you know how many people have walked in here and given me an envelope with money in it? A lady came in all the way 2-hour drive just to give me $100 and said, please get this to that family.
Wow, that's amazing, Bill.
And what I need on your network, if you're out there, because I'm trying my hardest to find this customer. I haven't seen you since you told me about this, but if you're out there and you see this, please reach out to me, and I'm sure you'll be able to put all the information there, but please reach out to me because I've got all the money sitting in the back room for you. And I've got it in envelopes, and I haven't even opened the envelopes because I don't want to. But I've got that money for you. There's people out there because of your network that have actually stepped forward to help you. And I need you to come back and reach out to me, please, because I'm looking for you.
That is fantastic, Bill. And we also know, you told me off camera, who else reached out to you after that video aired, and it was members of the mainstream media. Tell me how that conversation went again with the CBC that wanted to do a story on you.
There it is right there. They actually, good morning, I'm a producer from the CBC Toronto desk, and we're working with the story about local businesses reopening their doors during COVID. If you're reopening today, are you ready for these clowns? Okay.
You mean you don't trust the CBC?
I don't trust any of them. Where have you guys been? Where have you been during? You have been in all the. Where have you guys been for the whole year? You know, down on Dundas and Yonge. What do you got? City TV there? Where have you been? You guys hide up in your little office up there watching everybody down there and then being abused and thrown into paddy wagons, and you guys are sitting there with your cameras and you don't even have the decency to come down and support your own people.
Oh, Bill, let's be fair. Some CBC cameramen, like the one in Barrie, actually helped in a violent takedown with law enforcement of a skateboarder. So I think you see the mainstream media, they like big government. They like the lockdown. And why wouldn't they? Why would you bite the hand that feeds? So many of them are, eating from the taxpayer trough right now.
I'll tell you why they're the way they are. Dave, what came to your house? They came and they served you. So don't tell me about why the media is hiding, and why doctors are hiding, and why lawyers are hiding, why everybody's hiding. Because when you come out and you're telling the truth, what do? They come after you. And they came after you, they're coming after everybody. And the scary thing is, there's a small business that cares about his family, cares about what I've built, the legacy I have, and the future of our children. What are they doing? They're gonna come after me, they're gonna try to slice my head off. I got another word for you. You know what, I'm a patriot, I'm a Canadian. I will die for this country. I am a true, honest, one-of-a-kind patriot. I'm telling you right now, Dave, we need men to stand up and not to be physical and be violent, but to stand their ground and say enough is enough.
I agree with you, Bill. And by the way, what did you say to that CBC producer that wanted to have an interview with you?
I'm a Christian. What are you doing?
Okay, well,
I'll tell you what I said. You can kiss my derriere, all right? I'm sorry to tell you, you do not deserve my respect to be able to stand in front of your camera and talk. I will only talk to people that are patriots and like this gentleman and Rebel News that actually stand their ground and will be a voice for all the people. That's what I'll do.
Fantastic. And Bill, it's funny, the reason why they were reaching out for an interview, the Newspeg, so to speak, was here we are, it's February 11th. This was supposed to be a big retail rebellion. We had hundreds of retailers saying, I'm opening on this day, come hell or high water, I don't care about fines. Sadly, it was a rebellion without any rebels. We had 2 news teams go around the Toronto area. We couldn't find any of the stores that said they were opening that actually opened. One of them was a barbershop in downtown Toronto. There was 2 bylaw cars idling outside his property. So maybe that's why he had a change of heart. I want to get your thoughts. Do you think this was people being keyboard warriors, or do you think that when a mom-pa operator sees bylaw already waiting for them before they even open their doors, they are completely intimidated into remaining closed?
That's exactly what's going on. Because this morning, uniformed police officers came here this morning, and they asked me, they didn't even know that I'm an essential. And they said, we're going around to all the businesses just giving them a heads up that bylaw is in the area and are going to be fining everybody that opens up today. So the threat is there about opening up your business. So a lot of these mom and pop shops are afraid. I simply said, let them come. You know what? Give me a fine, give me a ticket, and I'll see you in the Supreme Court of Canada, because that's why we have a court. I will let the judges determine who's right, who's wrong, and what the hell's going on out there. We need real people to stand up, and we need you businesses to stand your ground and to say, fine, you want to give me a fine? Go ahead. But I wouldn't accept it. I'll make them stay outside. You don't deserve to be in my house. This is it's called the Trespass Act. And you know what? I will use that in all grounds. I'll tell you, you trespass in my place, and I will serve you with a fine at your house.
Well, Bill, again, you are such a strong, honest, passionate man. Our audience loves you. One last question. You did say, and I've been getting a lot of feedback about this, that you plan to open a illegal gym. I can't believe I said those 2 words, an illegal gym, in unit number 3. What is the timeline there? Are you still going ahead with that plan? Because I'm getting all kinds of calls and emails saying, I want to be a member of that gym.
An illegal, thanks a lot. That throw me under the bus, Dave. It's all because you want to lose weight. I know. I love you, buddy. No, you know what? Let's see, what's really sad is that we've always catered to the health industry, bodybuilders, fitness, Brian Bickle from the Chicago Blackhawks, a lot of these guys. We cater to a lot of UFC fighters. All these people are underground right now, hiding. And they're all training, and you got bylaw officers climbing up on windows, trying to peer in through shaded windows, trying to see how many people are in the gym for crying.
Is that a true story?
Why? No, it's a true story. But you know what's sad? Why do we, in a country that is free, have to resort to that type of a flippin' lifestyle? I didn't want it. My ancestor. Again, my grandfather left Germany in World War II. He came to a free country for a better life, and we got to hide and tint out our windows to run a business. What the hell has gone on? How far back have we gone? Enough is enough. If I got to put a gym in there, you're damn right. And you try to get it, bring it in, you try to come in here and see what happens.
Well, Bill, we will be there on opening day, and folks, Bill is right when he called BS about me being so ardent about the gym opening up. It is for selfish self reasons. I mean, have you ever eaten the delicious edibles here at J&W Food? I have, and oh boy, the old La Panza ain't looking so good these days. I really got to work out. Bill, thank you again, my friend.
Oh, no, thank you.
And for Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, do you own a business and you're sick and tired of politicians and bureaucrats telling you you can't open your shop? Well, if you're going to defy them, please let us know. Please go to iwillopen.com. That's iwillopen.com. Let us know about your reopening. I'll come cover it and make sure the entire world knows about it.